everyone. Today we are going to discuss about inventory management techniques. Inventory is nothing but stock. So inventory management is a system which ensures the provision of the required quantity of inventories of the right quality and at the right time with a reasonable amount of capital investments. So inventory management sees to have a quantity as well as the right quality of the inventories for the production with a reasonable amount of capital investment. It aims at obtaining the maximum inventory turnover with sufficient stock to meet all the requirements. As the natural resources are scarce in nature, they are limited in nature, we have to schedule the production as per the required amount of quantities of raw materials available, because raw materials are the important factor for the production. If there is a shortage in the raw materials, it affects the production as well as the prices. Some advantages or benefits of this inventory management we have, that is, it ensures the maintenance of better balance among the quantities of finished items. So it ensures to have a good buffer stock, and the danger level should not reach, the production should not reach the danger level, because in danger level almost stock will be empty. It also ensures better development of field warehouse inventories. So warehouses are the important hubs for this inventory management. So if we are going to maintain good warehouses, automatically there will be a good inventory management. It also keeps down the manufacturing cost through the utilization of labor, supervision and elimination of idle time due to shortage of raw materials. So sometimes if there is a shortage of raw materials, it helps the manufacturer to reduce the manufacturing cost through the better utilization of labor in the idle time. It also eliminates duplication in ordering and reduction in the material purchase. So when we are going to grade the raw materials like A, B and C, like HML, like VED and all, so it is easy for the reference and duplications can be minimized or eliminated. So it also ensures better utilization of the available resources and arranging the production as well as in all the departments. Next, it provides a check against the loss of materials through theft and all. So it is easy for the inspection, and we can easily know how much raw materials or inventory has been thefted. So this is also one kind of a controlling technique. Next, this inventory management helps for the minimization of inventory losses that results from market value decline or spoilages or deteriorations or the products obsolescence. So as we are going to schedule the production as per the demand, as per the supply and as per the required amount of raw materials, so it is easy for the manufacturers to be ready for the market decline or the deteriorations and all. Next, let us move on to the inventory management techniques. So first one is economic order quantity. So how this economic order or quantity helps is, it is the ability to know how much and when to replenish the inventory. So when the size of an order minimizes the total inventory cost, it is known as inventory economic order quantity. So when the size of an order minimizes the total inventory cost, it is known as the EOQ. The best lot size will result in adequate inventory to reduce some costs. So economically we have to see, and the mass production is preferable for this economic order quantity. So next one is we have that is ABC analysis. So ABC analysis is nothing but always better control. So always better control attempts to relate how the inventory value is concentrated among the individual items. So it analysis works on the basis of total annual usage value. So it is going to attempt how the inventory value is concentrated among the individual items. So in this, individual orders play an important role. So there will be always a better control. So if there is always better control, then automatically inventory management is possible, and it minimizes the wastages and scrap. Next technique we have, that is VED analysis. So the full form of this VED analysis is vital, desirable, essential, and desirable. So this vital, essential, and desirable is ideally suited for classification of maintenance spare parts, like that. So vital means items that when not available, production is held up. That is, vital means very important. If they are not available, production can be held up or stopped. Next, essential. So essential means non-available items which displace production work. So essential are also the very important, so which displays the production if they are not available. Next one is desirable. So desirable means necessary. The items which are necessary but do not cause any immediate loss in production. ಸೊ ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಅದು ಸಿಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಡಿಸೈರಬಲ್. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಎಸೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ತುಂಬ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ವೈಟಲ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ SDE ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್. ಸೊ SDE ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್, ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಫುಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ SDE ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಕೇರ್ಸ್, difficult to produce, and E means easily available. So easily available. So scarce are the limited items which are generally imported. So scarce materials, we have to take more concentration for these scarce materials which are very limited and costly, so which are being generally imported. So imported items are almost costly to the manufacturers. Next one is difficult to produce items which reliably supply source is not available. So which are difficult for the production as well as for the supply. So some items are difficult to produce. So like the machineries, like some articles will be there, so which are difficult to produce, but sometimes analytical industries are helpful for that. Next one is essential. So the that is easily available items. So the items which are available easily can be what we call that taken less concentration. Next technique we have, that is HML technique, high, medium, and low. So high, medium, and low technique is high means high unit cost items, the items which are having a high unit cost. So the per unit cost of these items will be very high and they should take more concentration. Next one is medium cost units. So medium cost units, they are like almost average cost compared to the other industries also. And low is nothing but low unit cost items. So low unit cost items are easily available and no need to worry about that. Next technique we have, that is based on consumption rate, that is called FSN analysis, that is fast moving, slow moving and non-moving items. So fast moving items should be taken more concentration and its schedule should be more production. So production should be more for these fast moving items. Next classification is slow moving items. For slow moving items, production should be stopped and whatever the stock is there, they have to go for the sale of those items, or even they can minimize the production and whatever is available in the stock they can go for selling. And non-moving items are those items which are rejected in the market. So production should be completely stopped for these types of items, and whatever the production is there, they have to go for whatever the stock is there, they have to sell it either for dumping or for giving many other offers. Next technique we have, that is minimum and maximum. So minimum and maximum technique is a technique. The minimum quantity is established in the same way as any reorder point. So maximum is worked out as the total of minimum quantity at the optimum lot size. So minimum technique is a technique where it helps the manufacturers to see for the scarce items and have a less production. And maximum technique is a technique for which if the demand is more, they can go for mass production and mass sales. Next one is two bin technique. So two bin technique is a technique in which one bin is just enough for the stock to last from the date of placement of a new order. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಬಿನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬಿನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ನಾವು ನ್ಯೂ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಖಾಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ FIFO ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ LIFO. So the main aim of this LIFO and FIFO is we have to see that inflation or deflation should not harm the producer. Next technique is just in time technique. So many times we have discussed about this just in time technique. It is a philosophy of seeking excellency and eliminate wastage in the manufacturing process. So just in time andre just soon after the order the supplier should get the production, and manufacturers are going to take the orders from the suppliers and they are going to proceed on the time. So it includes people involvement, total quality control and just in time production. ಸೊ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ, ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ದು ಒಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾರ್ಜಿನಲ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇನ್ವೆಂಟ್ರಿ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪೆರಿಷಬಲ್ ವಿತಿನ್ ಎ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೈ ಎನ್ಶೂರಿಂಗ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಸೊ ಮಾರ್ಜಿನಲ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ನೀವು ಕೀ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಬೇರೆ ಮಾರ್ಜಿನಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀರ. ಸೊ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಪೆರಿಷಬಲ್ ಕಮಾಡಿಟೀಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಆದಷ್ಟು ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಲಾಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪೆರಿಷಬಲ್ ಕಮಾಡಿಟೀಸ್. ಇದು ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪೆರಿಷಬಲ್ ಕಮಾಡಿಟೀಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆರ್ಡರಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ವೆಂಟ್ರಿ ವೆನ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್, ದಸ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜ್ ಆರ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈವನ್ ದ ಬಾಟಲ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆರ್ ದ ವೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಟೈಮ್. Next, simulation technique. Simulation technique, it is the capability of laying out inventory management plans for the organization. So simulation is nothing but um, seeing the actual creating a artificial environment and predicting on that. So it is a capability of laying out inventory management plans for the organizations. So they are the plans, and for that they are going to have some simulation techniques and some expert analysis. Next one is order batching. So order batching ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ it minimizing on unnecessary cost on transport. So the main aim of this order batching is to minimize the transportation cost. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ if any customer orders in one commodity from the manufacturer, from the production center which is very far, so transportation cost will be more for this. So what that manufacturers is going to do means he is going to next send that transfer that order to some other person or manufacturer who is near to that customer. ಸೊ ಹತ್ತಿರ ಇರೋರಿಗೆ ಆ ಆರ್ಡರ್ನ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹದ್ದು, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇವರಿಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವೆಂಡರ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ವೆಂಟ್ರಿ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಇನ್ವೆಂಟ್ರಿ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಬೈ ಎನ್ಕರೇಜಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್ಸೋರ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈಯರ್ಸ್ to management inventory monitoring and replenishment. So in this technique, in this vendor managed inventory, so some what we call that outsourced persons will be engaged. So for example, for the Amazon, the various wholesalers and all will be the outsourced suppliers. So these local wholesalers are going to act as a outsourced suppliers to those Amazon or the Flipkart company. So thank you for watching this.